All right, welcome back to Boy Band Break, where we encourage you to take a break from your day and join us in some boy band conversation. As always, my name's Diane.
I'm Chinzia.
I'm Sophia.
And I'm Lydia.
And if you are watching this on video, you can see that we have a very special guest with us today.
Yay!
Pollyanna Dorough is here. Yay, we're so excited!
Hi,
Hello, everyone.
Thank you so much for coming on today and joining us.
My pleasure.
You are our first musical artist to join the
That
bus.
is
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Thank you
Make
very
it
much.
Boy Band Break history. Yeah.
Oh, I'm honored.
So,
We're not
so
worthy.
Yes, you are. This is just the beginning of many more to come, ladies.
I'm
Yay.
so
Wonderful.
excited.
Thank you for that
Stay
positive
positive.
reinforcement.
Oh,
So just to give you kind of a heads up and anybody new who's listening, so we're called Boy Band Break. So we've been around for about 2.5 years now. So we do a weekly podcast about boy band related things. And yeah, so concert reviews, album reviews, just talking about our own experiences. And if people are wondering, Pollyanna is not in a boy band, why is she on the show? It's because if you may have heard of her brother, Howie, he's in the Backstreet Boys. And Pollyanna has actually opened and gone on tour with them in the past and is a very talented musician. So I think, do you want to just maybe...
I think, yeah. So should we start by just talking about your album, Wings of Hope?
of course, go right ahead.
Okay, so,
All right.
so I'm just going to give a quick backstory, and then I guess you can obviously expand more on that. So,
Yeah. You know better than us.
You know more than us.
Yeah.
So Wings of Hope originally took 4 years to record, and it was released in 2005. So that was about almost 16 years ago now.
Wow.
And it was just re-released last year digitally. And kind of COVID kind of inspired it to be re-released. And originally the album was started off with your first song, Fly to Heaven, which was in honor of your sister Caroline, who passed away from lupus. And that inspired your songwriting. And then from that, you just kind of grew the album from there. So if you'd like to talk more about that, we would love to hear about it.
Well, guys, you said everything. You didn't say much. There's not much left to say. But you did a great job. Good homework. And yeah, I was a music major in college, you guys. And I do teach voice lessons now. Lately, of course, I've been teaching them through the internet.
Virtually.
So just an FYI. If you are interested in voice lessons, as you can see behind me, the piano and everything, and I do teach via internet. I teach it either on my
Zoom?
phone. Girl, you're gonna have to edit this.
It's fine.
I do it on FaceTime.
Okay.
I do it on Zoom. And I also do Skype.
Okay.
Okay. And then that's how we basically do it.
Do you have like a website that people
girl.
can contact you on? Like,
So what's if somebody would like to get lesson, like
Instagram me.
Instagram?
Okay.
Yeah. Is it not Instagram? No. That's not it. Because I don't always look at those. It's the other one with Facebook.
Facebook.
Messenger me. Messenger.
Okay.
Perfect.
I have to get all those terminologies.
And speaking of your students, we were checking out your YouTube channel, and I see you did a virtual concert,
the Christmas concert.
with them performing. So that was really cute and nice.
Super cute.
That was very nice.
Yeah.
Did you see the one of Howie and I?
Yes.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
Our first duet.
Yay.
That
Oh, that
was
was your
very
first
nice.
duet? Oh, cool.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I've been wanting to do an album with him, and that's how he got inspired to do the children's album, because we've been always wanting to do one together ourselves. But of course, with management, you know what happens. You kind of
Yeah.
get
Label,
it out.
things like
But
that,
it's
yeah.
okay because we're still talking about doing. Well, the Backstreet Boys will be doing a Christmas album come next year, and then Howie and I will probably do one after that together.
Cool.
Oh, I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, I
Album.
slipped.
They've been promising us an album for a while.
Oops.
So.
Spoilers.
That was great.
And anyhow, so Howie and I have been talking about doing stuff together. I mean, we love singing together. He actually produced the entire album, and he was my backup singer.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
wow.
we did.
We thought we heard him. We were like, that kind of sounds like Howie, like in the background.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
how and we enjoy singing together, and there's a lot of respect between the two of us. Even though I'm his older sister, he's been out there, he's been doing it.
Yeah.
Blessed to be able to do that. Everything happens for a reason, and why it's up to God,
Yeah.
and you have to trust and have faith in what his plans for yourself is, for myself anyhow. But this has been a learning experience, and it's been good. And everything happens for a reason. I got sick with diabetes, and that really slowed me down.
Yeah.
I and had it for like 20 years before I had a transplant. I had a pancreas transplant only.
Wow.
About 7 years ago, something like that.
I think like
Anyhow.
2014. She said. I think I
2014.
read
That's right. 2014. 2014, I had my pancreas only transplant. And,
Interesting.
I've been, and just the past couple of years ago, I also joined a company, which, basically has been helping me get my health back in order as well, too. But we're going off subject.
Okay.
That is our
podcast. Tell us
We
everything.
go on random tangents a lot on this.
That's totally
But,
fine.
Sorry, just a quick. So with that transplant, does that mean that you don't have diabetes anymore, or do you still have it and it's a different?
That's the confusing part.
Yeah.
Because that's what I said to my surgeon. So I don't have diabetes anymore. No, you don't. But I'm still got this hair that just tickling.
I get that.
It keeps tickling me.
Yeah.
They said that. No, I don't. But because I still have to take anti-rejection medications every day, I guess I'm still considered a diabetic, although I don't take insulin at all. I take anti-rejection pills every day, twice a day for the rest of my life.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And I do take other things in addition to that. I do take my Juice Plus, which are dehydrated fruits, vegetables, berries, and plant-based omegas.
Okay.
Really made a humongous difference with my health. To be
You're like
honest, girls,
glowing. You look beautiful, honestly.
oh, thank you. I really wish I knew about it before my transplant, because when I was diabetic, the truth is I was so scared to eat fruits and berries and stuff like that, because it would raise my sugar levels up so high
Yeah.
that it was hard to control it, right? And I was on the insulin pump and everything.
Okay.
I tell you, I was type 1 brittle diabetic, which is the worst type. And I didn't even get it until I was 30 years old.
Wow.
That's interesting, because that's usually a juvenile diabetes, right?
Yeah.
So it's
Late
more-
onset of juvenile diabetes is
Okay.
exactly what it is.
Wow.
And so they think I got it because I had gotten a virus. It's kind of like the flu. I
Okay.
had flu-like symptoms, and it attacked my pancreas.
Wow.
So
Oh,
I
wow.
must have had a weak autoimmune system, like my sister Caroline.
Yeah.
She died from complications of lupus, which is an autoimmune disease. My mother has thyroid conditions, which is an autoimmune disease. And then, of course, the late on stages of diabetes has transferred to some of the other members in my family.
Oh.
And so, in other words, it's in our genes, the weak
Yeah.
autoimmune system.
And there's
And
really nothing you can
how-
do to prevent that. It is what it is, right?
No, not necessarily. I think, they told me, well, when I was diagnosed, it was automatically, when I got sick, everything shut down on me. But you got to also remember, at that time, I was in a very bad relationship, and having, so a lot of stress. There was a lot of stress in my life, and going through a divorce and all that stuff. So it caused and may have, stress can kill you, is what they say.
Definitely.
Right?
100%.
And I'm proof. It almost did. It almost killed
Wow.
me.
Oof.
it affects everyone differently. Stress does.
Mhm.
So you have to build a strong immune system, just like with this COVID. You know, some people, thank God I haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm protecting myself by wearing a mask. My glasses help as a shield.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I will wear a shield.
Yeah.
Right.
And actually, I use the disposable gloves when I go outside.
Mm,
I am
okay.
covering myself,
For sure,
protecting
especially.
it in all ways. And but still, you don't know because Patrick can come in. He's working, and he could easily get the virus. His son is living with us. He works. We could get the virus. I could get the virus too.
Yeah,
Just grocery
because
shopping. Yeah.
I don't wear a mask when they're here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
they're part of your bubble,
it's
right?
not
So-
just, from other people, but I could get it within my own family.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So whenever I see my mother, I always wear a mask and cover up because God forbid if I am carrying the virus, I do
I know.
not want to give it to her.
No, for sure.
And but anyhow, the thing about Juice Plus is that it builds up your immune system. It gives your
Oh.
body what it's missing. All the 10 fruits, 10 vegetables, 10 berries, and like 6, 7 plant-based omegas, including
Wow.
the algae that the fish get directly. But it bypasses the fish.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't say I thought omega came from the fish, but that's good. That's great.
Yeah,
That,
so
those fish was like
I've
gross.
been, and it helped Patrick a lot with his when he had cancer. He had colon and rectal cancer.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
And he had to wear the bag
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
colostomy bag.
Yeah.
And we could tell the difference when he was started taking the Juice Plus
Oh, wow.
capsules.
That's
Very-
awesome.
we could tell the difference because he was having to change the bag quite often.
Yeah.
So it flushes everything in your system.
Mm.
It makes
awesome.
everything work. It's like if you're like putting oil on the bicycle.
I was just gonna say
Yeah.
it's like putting oil in a car and making sure
Yes.
that everything has like the fluids that it needs.
Right. And that's exactly what it does. It gives your body what you're not giving it. It bridges the gap
Mhm.
of
Yeah.
what you're,
Great.
what you're not taking and giving you what you do need. And it really does heal you within. It's so funny because I always thought I ate really good. I always thought I ate right. And I don't.
Same.
Nobody's perfect, right?
He's a chef. And
Oh, really?
He's a chef because he says, well, what are you going to do when I have to work? If I have to go someplace, I go, well, it's a good time to diet. It's time to start diet.
Oh
That's
my
what I
gosh.
told him. So,
Mhm.
but anyhow, let's get back to that.
Let's
Sure.
get back to the
So
album.
let's get back to the album. So
The album. These are songs that I love. I love the songs that I've collaborated
Mhm.
with
Yeah.
my brother and other people, and we worked really hard on this album. Some of the songs were actually songs that Howie was had offered up to the band to try suggestions to put on their album. Like
That's
the one
cool.
he wrote, "Free from Within."
Mhm.
It was one of the songs that he wrote for himself and for the band.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, it got passed, so I took it.
Mm.
And
There
then
you
some
go.
other ones we collaborated and wrote them with other producers and writers. And so it was,
Awesome.
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I love the music myself. I mean, that's the style I am. Although it's got a little bit of Latin undertone.
You could tell a little bit.
A little
Yeah.
bit to show off our
Heritage.
Puerto Rican background, yes. But we also have that Irish in us too, the Irish English from my dad.
Mhm.
And where like I've got some new songs that I would still like to release for you guys to hear coming up. Right now I'm just trying to make sure that everyone got a copy of this album first.
I've got a
Yeah.
copy of this
before
first.
it's
Yes.
on. And
So-
because I got people texting me. So I just trying to get this out first before I start releasing other things. And
Good
Sure,
idea.
right? Because
start
you're
working
proud
on
of this
songs
project and you
as
want
well.
people Yeah.
And I feel like digital age makes things more available now for people, right? Like I remember like back in the day, like, you know, like you have to like go to like the CD store and all that stuff. But like now you can just go to iTunes, buy the song, and like, you know, it's available.
And speaking of places it's available right now, so you're going to look up Pollyanna, and it's called Wings of Hope. Apple Music, MediaNet, Deezer, Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. So
You actually want to look up Pollyanna Dorough.
Pollyanna Dorough.
Because I didn't realize it, but there are a lot of Pollyanna artists.
Oh, really?
Really?
I did not realize it, but there are.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
So
It's
you
a
may
great
wanna look
name.
up either Wings of Hope or Fly to Heaven, which are, you know, like the most popular ones. And,
Yeah.
or Pollyanna Dorough. And then from there, you'll find the album, because it's just, there are different bands out there that have the same name as me.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't really copyright a name, right?
It's hard to copyright a first
Hard
name.
to copyright.
I would think that like Pollyanna is like a unique name in itself. But yeah, all right.
I did too.
Yeah, I know. It's sweet. You're the only one I've heard
I
of.
heard the movie.
Yeah.
The movie, but I didn't realize that anyone would ever use it for their band. But there are Pollyanna bands out there.
So
Oh my goodness.
is it cool if we just so we all have a favorite song that we kind of wanted to just say what our favorite was, or do you want us to kind of just go through the list and you just want to tell us like maybe if there's
Like a
a
tidbit?
favorite memory or a tidbit of each song or something, if you don't have anything.
Why don't you tell me about
Okay.
the ones that you like? How about
Okay,
Yeah.
so I would say that my favorite is Hand in Hand, and I really love the chorus, and I just think it's like a really good, like your hand in my hand, and kind of I really liked Hand in Hand.
Wasn't built to the day. Some things take time, but are worth the wait. Hold on to what you believe, 'cause the truth lies inside. I know we'll find our way. Gotta keep that faith. With your hand in my hand, holding on forever. Nothing's gonna take away your hand from my hand. Never letting go. My love is here to stay.
And that's a song that I would like to, you know, if you go on my YouTube, you'll see that I did some like short videos of some of the songs. And Hand in Hand is the next one that I want to do. I need people to send me pictures of maybe everyone holding hands together or something, you know. And I'd like to make, you know,
like a montage video of everyone holding hands and like
yeah, kind of like, I don't know if you remember
Hands Across America. like-
yeah, exactly, that kind of thing. And you know, I actually wrote this song during 9/11.
Oh,
And
wow.
around
Oh,
that
wow.
same time. And so it's about the world coming together, and right now it relates to us right now.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
A lot of
Especially
these songs
during this
actually do,
terrible
yeah.
virus. What?
A lot of these songs I was noticing are still relevant like today.
Absolutely.
And like
Yeah.
maybe even more so today,
Yeah.
just because like everybody's dealing with this COVID thing, right?
Some songs are absolutely timeless,
Yeah.
right?
100%.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Even from back before my time, there's certain songs that are just timeless that we enjoy. Think about all the Christmas songs that we, you know, that are done over and over again that were before I was born, you know.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
true.
So some songs are absolutely timeless and have double connotations or whatever. And with Hand in Hand, yeah, it was a song that we collaborated with, and it was about the world coming together. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
That
song.
is a theme song for now, for sure.
Everybody needs to start downloading and maybe put it on, you know, on YouTube. On my YouTube channel, since I'm making a YouTube video, right? I think that would be the best place to send your photos.
Okay.
On my YouTube channel.
There you go.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because what happens is a lot of time, even though I tell people to contact me through Messenger,
Yeah.
I get a lot of messages.
Yeah.
A lot of them get lost in
For
like
sure.
in the mix. Okay. And so even though normally that's the best way to contact me, and I try to go through them, but there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I get less messages in YouTube.
Oh,
So there you
okay.
go.
All right, there you
That's
go.
good.
Well, we'll definitely put it out to our listeners, and
Yeah.
maybe we'll try to. Well, maybe we'll do a post and have them kind of put. So, essentially, you're just looking for pictures of people holding hands.
Yeah, kind of like, you know,
Yeah,
I don't
like
think
just,
way
you
before
know.
your time.
Yeah.
There used to be a Coca-Cola commercial.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
And they're
you
like past the
The
coke.
world to sing and perfect
Perfect
harmony. Grow apple trees and honeybees.
Yeah.
Something I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know how everyone was holding hands together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That
That's
kind of
beautiful.
stuff. I think it would be fun.
That'd be
So
cute.
even if it was
Yeah.
like a short video clip, like just like a 10-second, you know. Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
have a deadline for this that you want people to submit by, or just when you start getting more, you're just
When
gonna...
I just start getting more. Just
Okay.
you
Yeah,
know,
we'll
but
definitely put
hopefully
that out.
people, you know, the sooner I get it in, the
Yeah.
sooner I'll make the video.
Yeah,
Sure.
Perfect.
sounds
Sure.
perfect.
The sooner
That's
the new
great.
songs come.
All
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
cool. We'll definitely get that message out. Does
Yeah.
anybody else want to say a different song?
I like the one "We Will Meet Again." I feel like it's very topical for now because, like, even like the Queen's speech about the coronavirus, like the last thing she said was "We will meet again," right? And like we're all like isolated right now. I mean, it's all very like lonely, and you know, so it's kind of like it's still relevant today. I thought that was a great song.
It's hard to ease my pain, but I'll do it all for you, 'cause I know you do the same. As hard as it may seem, you're always in my dreams. We will meet again, far beyond the stormy weather, far beyond the cloudy skies. We will meet again. When we do, we will last forever. When we do, we will stay together, you and me.
That was a song that was actually written by our friend. His name is Basan, and he's I forget which country he's from, but he's a very talented artist himself. Howie and I changed the bridge. He used to have there was a rap that was
Okay.
done in
Oh,
the
okay.
original bridge. The part that goes, "I cry more tears for you," something I forget. Da, 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 da. We made that up.
Oh,
Oh.
look
We
at
made
that.
that up.
That's
And
nice.
There used to be like a rap from your brother to your mother and your
Oh yeah, no, that must sound
Yeah, it'd be cool to see you rap
That's
though.
Some kind of rap that he had in there. And we're like, I don't think so. So we changed it. And the background music was actually borrowed from Basan's already pre-recorded instrumental that he allowed us to do. And he and Howie recorded my vocals on there. And also Howie singing, I think, the background with me as well on that one too.
cool.
Nice.
Nice.
So,
That's nice.
sorry, just a quick question about how that process works when you're getting music from other artists. Do you approach the artist first and say, "Hey, can you write something?" Or do you go? They have a catalog of songs, being like, "No one has taken these ones," or
Well,
is it kind of?
of
Is it a
course, was
secret?
different with Howie and I because
Well, yeah.
everyone wants, the way it worked for me is that everyone wanted to work with Howie and get on his album, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, and at the time, Howie was working with my project as well. So I would travel with him and they would write and he's like, "Hey, I'm working on my sister too. So,
Okay.
so it just, luckily it worked out for me,
Mm-hmm.
and that I was able to write on his coattails as far as with producers and writers, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
I
That's
mean,
good.
Howie's
That's lucky.
very good about that. Right now, of course, he's always busy writing material for his own album
Mhm.
with the Backstreet Boys. I'm
Yes.
talking about.
Yeah.
So they stay busy doing that and writing with other producers that he knows. and have grown up with some of them from the beginning days of the Backstreet Boys.
Right.
And then, right now, like he's been working a lot during COVID with these other producers, but I kind of stepped back because I'm really nervous about, I mean, he's with a lot of people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I see Howie, I'm always protecting myself
For help.
more. And I'm still nervous because
course.
I have not gotten the shot yet. And because I'm
Totally
very,
fair.
very high risk.
Yeah.
Because since I take anti-rejection medications every day because of my pancreas transplant, what it does is that it lowers my immune system so that my body will not attack the foreign pancreas that I have inside of me.
Yeah.
From a young man that was 25 and unfortunately, of course, he died in a motorcycle accident, and I received his pancreas. The unusual thing is, or the thing that you discover is they don't take out your own pancreas; they just give you another one.
Really?
Oh.
So you have one, two
Wow.
in there. Eh?
I have two pancreases, but one doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay.
They like turned off the switch of that one and plugged the new guy in.
Basically, because they need everything to run through the new pancreas, so they just kind of close it up, I guess, and
Redirect
and
things.
Maybe it shrivels up or something. I don't know.
Maybe. That's a good
Exactly what happens, but it's something. Your original organs is something that your body doesn't reject.
Yeah.
But the body will fight
Yeah.
against the pancreas, that my transplant pancreas, right?
Right.
The pancreas that I got from the cadaver, it will attack it because it's a foreign item. So what they basically do is with the anti-rejection medication is basically tries to kill the soldiers so there aren't that many attacking the pancreas. Since they're killing the soldiers, you only have a few of them left. So my autoimmune system has lowered a lot.
So it's much easier for you to get something like a cold.
Yeah.
I don't really have much of a, besides my Juice Plus helping me and making me strong, my body isn't
have the
capable
ability
of
to fight
fighting
as much.
because I'm taking the pills to break down the soldiers so they don't attack my new pancreas.
Yeah.
So it's complicated. It's
Yeah.
complicated.
That makes sense.
So, and they haven't really done research with how these the vaccine works with transplant patients.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So, of course, I'll take it, but I'm very nervous about it, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Fair.
I need to do some
100%.
homework and see how other people have reacted
Yeah.
to
Just
it.
work for more.
If they've taken it or not. Luckily, I'm not in the age group yet that need it. I mean, that can have it.
Yeah.
It's for, I think, 65 and older. So, but it will be coming up soon because I'm also high risk.
Yeah.
And I'm just a little nervous about getting it. I think I want to see how everyone else does.
No,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's
And
fair.
the
That's a
pros of
fair
other
assessment.
people getting the vaccine first is that it also reduces their risk of spreading it. So that also helps you too, even if you're not getting it right away.
Yeah.
Then
And if something goes wrong by the time it gets to us, they'll hopefully fix
fix it, work
Yeah.
out the bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, like tinker with it. Yeah.
But the virus is changing too.
I know.
It's true.
I know.
And so just think about it. The vaccine that they made was for a particular type of virus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's changing.
And all the variants are coming in now.
Yeah, all the mutations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just makes me a little nervous.
I know.
No,
I
understand,
know.
For
I
sure.
agree.
For sure.
Everybody's gonna have to be extra cautious.
Yeah,
once things
definitely.
Start.
That's true.
But you know what? I will admit something that since taking the Juice Plus, I started about in 2018. Late.
Okay.
I started late 2018. I think it was in October is when I joined the company, and I haven't even had a cold since.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
wow.
great.
Wow.
And I
Awesome.
used to have asthma.
Oh.
What? Oh.
And I used to, I used to have inflammation, but the inflammation I think was brought by the transplant, to be honest.
Mhm.
But the Juice Plus really helps with that too. My hair has been growing so much
It's
from
lovely.
it.
It's so shiny.
Very nice.
Yes, yes.
And
Yes.
so, because I was losing a lot of hair,
Yeah.
which is normal with age plus. But when your body is not in good shape as far as just the chemical balance,
Mhm.
you end up losing hair.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of testimonies with people in Juice Plus and how much they've grown back their hair, complexion, all kinds of stuff. I have some of my clients have told me how the father has MS and how he's doing so much better getting around.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And, people telling me about their complexions. Other people telling me about inflammation. Of course, the hair growth, all kinds of stuff. Everyone's different because
Right.
and your everyone's different because of your body makeup.
Yeah.
It's almost like, what are you missing? What is it your body needs? What is it you're not getting? And it's amazing how if you ate all of these fruits, vegetables, berries, and omegas, if you ate them all every day, well, then you'd be fine. But who eats?
But who eats
You're
it?
like a giant
Yeah.
vat of
That's
Yes.
why it's so cool. It's like, being, I don't know
Just
if
the
you
good
guys ever
parts.
saw the Jetsons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember like the
Meet
pill
George
has
Jetson?
dinner in it?
Yeah.
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 Well,
Maybe
they
one
do
day.
that.
No.
Each one has like
I
10
like Willy Wonka.
vegetables, 10 berries, 10 fruits,
Oh, wow.
omegas. Yeah. So it's my friend who's a doctor, she introduced it to me. And then there was a nurse that introduced it to her. So
wow.
we have
Okay.
like one of the biggest medical field supporting it, to be honest. And it has like over 42 research that have been published about it as well.
Wow.
That's awesome.
The most researched product out there, actually, in the world, I believe.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's
That's
cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Awesome.
a good thing. I wish I knew about it a long time ago. It's just really
Well, you know now, so
You can
that's
spread the
I
word.
know, but who knows? Maybe I always
Things might be different.
If I could turn
maybe I
back
wouldn't
the
have needed
time.
a transplant if I could have, maybe
Yeah.
maybe my diabetes would reverse itself. I don't know, and I
Yeah.
will never know because I already
Hindsight's
had the
20/20.
transplant.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it makes you wonder because I know, like my cousin who has diabetes, I know she doesn't eat, and I'm introducing her to it as well, and I know she doesn't eat the fruits like she's supposed to because she's so scared of it raising
exactly.
Of
her
course.
sugar level.
Yeah.
And this way you can get all the nutrition that you need, your body needs, without fearing of your sugar levels going up, because each capsule has less than 1 gram of carbohydrates.
Oh, wow.
That's
Oh,
good.
Oh,
wow.
cool.
That's good.
And that's like 10 fruits in there.
That's awesome.
Hydrated,
Oh,
very
that's pretty cool.
concentrated.
Mhm.
It's really good. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, I wish I knew about it before, but I didn't. But it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True enough. True enough.
I can at least spread the word about
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all you can do. Maybe you're helping other people as well.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
So,
true.
Yeah.
And if
for
So-
any
sure.
of you guys or any of your listeners are interested, just contact me. They can also go through you
Okay.
personally. And as you know, you do have my cell
We
phone number.
have
I
the
only have
to get in touch
only
with you.
have one cell phone number. All right,
Okay.
period. I only have one. That's why I don't give it out to
No,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
honest, because I don't have a separate line for business.
Yeah,
So I'm already bombarded.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So if they want to contact you,
Yes,
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
fine.
that's fine. You can, relay
Even-
the message or messenger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, there's Pollyanna.juiceplus.com.
Okay.
Okay.
Pollyanna.juiceplus.com is my website.
Okay.
Pollyanna.juiceplus.com is my website that you can go and see everything and the prices of everything. And
Okay.
then, but if you go through me, if you contact me, I can hook you up a little better than what you see on there.
Oh.
And,
Ooh,
uh,
nice.
And then also, what I was going to say, as far as as far as ways of getting in touch with me, you can also go to Pollyanna. What is my?
Oh, don't worry, Chili knows.
Juice Plus.
Oh, not
Okay,
Juice Plus. We don't know that one.
.com.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
believe it is.
All right.
And
We
then
will we'll put up and we'll put all the links in our
in the
YouTube
description
page.
box
Yeah.
of
So
it.
that
But you
just
can
go.
always go to my messenger from Facebook or YouTube also and contact. I mean, there's different ways to contact me. You guys don't have to have my cell phone number.
No.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can, they can reach
You
it.
know,
And
For sure.
I'm for sure, like if people send, of course, if people want to send pictures to us, even for like the video that we were talking about earlier or
Okay.
anything, we can forward them along as well.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Absolutely. All right, let's get back to the album.
Let's
Yeah.
get back to the album.
Yeah.
Maybe it's cliche, but my favorite song was Fly to Heaven. I just thought it was like so beautiful. And, I think I think most people have experienced some sort of loss in their life. And it just really speaks to me and really, such a nice message.
Words you said to me, I love you, remain an echo in my mind. Never imagined that you'd leave so soon. I will miss you, sweet Caroline. So many things I should have said to you. I had the chance and I let it slip away. I could fly up to the cielo, just to see you one more time. Quiero verte otra vez. I'd fly all the way to cielo, just to say that I love you.
Realize that you never realize that the person's going to be gone. You're always hoping that they can
Last
push
minute
through it.
miracle
Come on,
or-
you've done this before. Let's get through it. You want to keep them positive. And I remember there was this person that was next to her, and she was crying her eyes out. And oh my God, I felt bad because it's like, don't be so negative.
Yeah, she's still here. Come on.
Back
I
into the room.
purposely didn't bring anything in black because
That's
I
right.
didn't want my sister to die.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
And yet we had to attend the funeral and everything during that time too. But I didn't want her to die. So I purposely did not bring anything black with me.
That's nice.
And I remember telling Caroline, just hang on. You're going to be fine, Caroline. It's okay. And I was just trying to make her laugh. And
Yeah, exactly.
To stay positive.
yes. And I didn't tell her, how grateful I am that she was my sister and how much I love her.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
it's just so messed up that she's dying,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna miss her, and I just love her, and it's just those things that
Yeah.
you don't tell someone because you don't want them
Yeah.
to think I'm dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For them to think,
You
oh, it's
want
the
them
end.
to
She's
stay
telling me all
strong
this.
and hang on,
Yeah.
get through this tough time.
Right.
Well,
Mhm.
I learned the hard way, and I made sure that when my father had cancer, that I did tell him.
Yeah.
And I asked him to tell Caroline,
Yeah.
Oh,
That's sweet.
and
That's
I
very
know
sweet.
Caroline knows.
Yeah.
Yes.
This part,
For
when
sure.
I talk about that always,
Aw.
gets me.
Yeah, no, for
Mhm.
sure.
But, I remember telling my dad when he had cancer, it was obvious that he was dying.
Mm.
I mean, the cancer is so painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cancer hurts your body. And, and I remember telling my dad, Dad, I want you to know how much I love you. I'm sorry for giving you such a hard time. I should have listened to you when you kept wanting me to get a business major.
Oh my
instead of
God.
music.
Yeah.
And I said, I should have. I wouldn't be a poor musician.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. But
Mhm.
I remember telling him I should have. He goes, no, you did what your heart told you to do, and that and that made me feel good because he never told me that before.
No.
Mm.
And he said, I'm glad that you followed your heart. My father told me,
That's sweet.
and and I told him, I said, Dad, please tell Caroline when you go and see her how sorry I am that I didn't tell her when I had that opportunity when she was at the hospital. I know she knows.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mhm.
but you guys, just fair warning, if you ever are in that situation, tell them that you love them. You know, we don't realize how life is so short and how quickly it goes by. I can't believe that it's been 15 years since we, you know, since we made the album. I just can't believe it. You know, it seems like it was just yesterday, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm 15 years older.
I kind of feel like the last year shouldn't count, though. Last year shouldn't count.
I know. I felt like, you know, the 20 years of being diabetic, I felt like, you know, I was a bird trapped in a cage is what it felt like.
Yeah.
And now I'm no longer diabetic, and I'm spreading my wings, and you know, just
that's so nice.
over again.
It goes right with the album title.
Yeah. Would you ever consider like going on a tour, like now that your health has improved a little bit, or probably not until everything's like COVID? You know, I mean, obviously when COVID's gone, right?
Well, yeah, we can't do much there, but I really don't have any plans. You never know what God may bring into my life. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But to be really honest, I don't have a manager.
Okay.
I don't have any kind of I don't have that. You really do need a management team behind you.
Yeah.
So hopefully, you never know. Hopefully it'll reach someone. Right?
Yeah.
But whatever happens. You know, I put that in God's hands, and I don't try to just, you know, hold my breath, because, you know, you got to continue with life.
Yeah.
If it happens, it happens. That's great. If it doesn't, you got to continue and do all the other things that I'm doing as far as trying to help people with their health, trying to make more music, getting other things out, you know, just keep going, keep on trying.
Well, you have the YouTube channel too, right? And that is like, we have the YouTube channel also, and we were watching some of the videos, and like they're so cute, and so you have like all that going on too.
The axe throwing, that was cool.
Yeah, I have the children's stories that I love doing, and right now I'm in the process of getting some recording equipment that I hope to do some voiceovers. I'm going to take some classes, because you know, you hear my character voices. I love reading stories and demonstrating that, and you never know what it could lead to.
That's
true.
Don't. Definitely.
I'm leaving the door open for God to bring whoever, you know, He brings to me. To, you know, leaving that door open is what I'm saying. Well, you know, que será, what will be. You know what I mean?
Future's nice.
Definitely. Absolutely.
Doris Day.
Yeah.
Ready for your time. Que será,
whatever will be, will be.
The future's not ours to see. Que será. Way to go, girls.
Yeah, Lydia is also very interested in voice acting as well. She's been doing a lot of stuff there.
She
has her own cartoon YouTube.
Yes, I do have I do VTubing and stuff. Yeah, like Twitch might be a good option for you as well, like to do your storybooks on, because it's called twitch.tv. So that's maybe another thing that you can open up, and also maybe Patreon and stuff, so that way, you know, fans can like give you money to like support your efforts and stuff too. That's not a horrible idea.
But yeah, you definitely are very animated, and I think I was reading somewhere that you actually did what did I say? A traveling children's theater group. Is that true?
Yeah, that was in New York.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's cool.
That was in New York when I was, you know, when I went there. Howie and I went to New York when he was about 14 years old.
Okay.
And he was doing something. We had a manager. He had a manager at the time, and I was there as his guardian to protect him from his manager. Anyhow.
Yes.
But anyhow, I was there as his guardian, and just, you know, make sure that everything is legit and
On the up and up.
going
Yeah, that makes
well.
sense.
And he was there doing a lot of auditioning, and it was actually, and then he came back because he had a callback or an audition for
Mickey
I
Mouse
think he had
Club?
one for the Menudos
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Menudo.
at the time. But unfortunately, he didn't know enough Spanish.
Oh,
No habla
wow.
It's
español.
true.
Yeah.
You know, we know some words. We're not fluent in Spanish, pero aprendí como hablar español en 2 semanas cuando estaba en Puerto Rico hace mucho tiempo, cuando tenía 18 años.
Ooh.
Wow.
Estoy aprendiendo
Very pretty.
todavía. Still learning. I learned
Same.
in 2 weeks
Yeah.
in Puerto Rico when I was 18 years old, and I'm still learning.
Mm.
And but you know, when you're young, you can learn a lot of things
You
very
absorb
quickly,
it.
like a sponge.
Your
Yes.
brain,
Definitely.
Do you feel though that you understand it a lot? Because we're Italian, and I cannot speak in Italian, but I can understand when things are like being said.
I
And,
can,
yeah.
but slow. I mean,
Yes,
sometimes
yes.
people speak so fast,
Yes.
and you have to realize that in Spanish, there's so many different dialects.
Yes.
around the world, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everyone has words that mean something else in another Spanish.
Yeah,
you know,
all the
and
different
True.
slang.
so
Yep.
it gets confusing.
Yep.
So if I were to have an interview, I would have an interpreter
Yeah.
to
Good
make
idea.
sure that I understood what they were
Yes.
asking me,
You don't want to be
Mhm.
green.
and then I would try to answer them in Spanish as much as I could or can, and then if I can't, then I would have the interpreter translate it.
Mm.
But what I can't really say or don't know the words for,
Yeah.
because my Spanish is still basic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I have problems with the tenses.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. I
And,
hear you.
you know, Spanish is more difficult than English. English is a lot easier to learn than Spanish, or
Yeah.
you know, foreign languages. They have it's just more difficult.
It's a beautiful
but
language, though.
I can get by.
Good.
And I can survive.
That's good.
If I was in Puerto Rico and you just left it, well, Puerto Rico, they all speak English too. But if I was in, like, say, for instance, Spain or another, you know, Latin American country, I could survive.
Mm.
There you go.
There you go.
But, you know, there would be a lot of things I'd have to learn too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Lydia is our little interpreter because she's more outgoing when she needs to do stuff. So when we went to Quebec, we know very little French as well.
Like
but then-
in Canada, we're supposed to learn French up to like grade 9, and then like
yeah, and then you
we just call it a day. But yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
because the
for
Canadians
example,
speak French.
Yeah. Yeah.
so like just something basic, like we wanted cheddar cheese on something, but we couldn't remember how to say cheddar cheese. So Lydia's like, orange fromage.
Fromage orange. I'm like, getting orange cheese.
We
Please
the
put it on my
orange cheese,
bagel.
And then she's just like going like, oh, we're like, what are you doing?
I'm like the actor
And then when
of
she
the
went to
group.
Japan the one time, she wanted to go on a swan, but the translation book didn't have the word swan, so she started like
I'm like
trying to be a
flapping
swan,
and like trying to
and
look
then
like a chicken.
they
and-
ended up giving her a helicopter.
Yeah, I got a
instead.
helicopter.
So,
I'm like, you know, it's fun, right? Like with the long neck, right? Like I don't know.
and then they're just like, okay, crazy.
It's crazy foreigner.
Funny.
Oh yeah,
That's hilarious.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
so
I know how to say cheese in Spanish, queso.
there you
Queso!
go.
Yum, yum, yum.
Un cerveza, por favor.
Yes, that's important.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even like beer, but
Anyway.
I know how to say that.
There we
Sorry.
go. Yeah.
Entonces toma una vaso de vino.
There you
Ooh,
go.
Yeah,
Oh,
vino.
there you go.
We know what
more,
vino is.
That's more
Yes,
our
you-
jam.
And then have a glass of wine.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Very nice.
Yes, yes.
Si no quieres or te gusta cerveza, entonces ten una vino.
Yes.
There you go.
There you
Beautiful.
go.
No beer, just
Wonderful.
wine.
Now, Spanish, if you were to talk to a Spanish person, they would say, oh, she's American.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
It's like an
I mean,
accent.
she's got an accent, but they will tell you, but her enunciation is good.
Mm.
Oh.
Definitely, she's definitely American, and she
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
speak it grammatically correct. They will
Yeah.
tell you that.
Yeah.
I feel
Neither
like
do
they
us.
appreciate the efforts, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
An effort was made.
That's
Huh?
true.
An effort was made.
Right, yeah. And that's what they love. That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
they love is that
Mhm.
you're at least trying,
Yeah.
you know?
For sure.
I noticed
Absolutely.
that when I went to Puerto Rico, when I was like I went there when I was 18 and studied, and I would really try it. And like I said, I had a tutor for 2 weeks And then I submerged myself into college. Thank God I was studying I decided to study art at the time. That way I wouldn't have to speak too much English.
Just painting, drawing.
I painted my way through, but and of course the instructors could all speak English, was no problem. But then I was also taking a course over there in Spanish and having to learn when to put the accents and stuff like that. And it was pretty intense. It was a great experience. Really can't remember it all, but I can remember some, It's because I don't use it. You don't use it, you will lose it.
Yeah, that's true. That's
For
true.
sure.
With anything in life, right? And like that.
Yeah.
That's true.
Soph, did you want to say what your favorite song off the Wings of Hope album was?
Yes. My favorite song was "Don't Want to Live My Life Without You." I thought it was very catchy. I didn't know the words to the song, but as you listen to it, you just sing along. I was like singing along like right away.
Here we are, right back to the start. When I thought we'd come so far, and I've tried just to make you understand. I've done everything I can. Every night I'm losing sleep. Tell me if I'm in too deep. I'm going crazy. I don't know what I should do. I'm too scared of losing you, baby. I don't wanna live my life without you. Can't go another night without you. Don't wanna live my life without your love.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed
I'm
the
basically
chorus.
translating it when no quiero vivir means I don't want to live.
Oh.
No quiero vivir. All right, it's like when you're saying the words in Spanish, basically I'm just shouting out, I don't want to live my life without you.
Yeah.
And so
was
that
like
was like
basically
part
what
of the
I'm saying.
chorus. Yeah.
That was
So I
like a good,
really
like,
like
dance
that.
one.
Can't go another night without you. That was very nice.
I'm gonna release another song that you may have seen on YouTube. Andale mi corazón.
Okay.
That sounds lovely. I don't know what it is, but it sounds great.
Find me that special one.
Ooh.
When will he come along? No
Very nice.
the Lord, I can't take it anymore. Andale mi corazón. That means hurry up, my love.
Ooh.
Come to me. I can't take it anymore.
That's
Beautiful.
hot.
That's fun. That is a lot of
It's
fun.
a fun song, and that one has a lot of Latin rhythm to it. A lot of polkas and but that one you can actually hear. When I was in South America touring with Howie, we had an opportunity to perform it at this one show. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
I'll have but on YouTube, I'm actually singing it live. So of course it doesn't sound as good as the recording. So, because I told them that I had to sing it, because they always do everything in South America, I guess, and in Latin countries, they like to put the real song, and they do that here too. And you're lip syncing. You're lip syncing,
Exactly. Especially if it's a
And I didn't
TV
want
show
to
or something.
I didn't want to think, oh, she can't sing really, So I probably should have, because I ran out of breath so much, but it was live. The only thing that was recorded was the background music. Yeah. So it was on what we call like a TV track or background track. But yeah, so I'll be releasing that as well, and maybe another one that I did record. It was called what was the other, for Christmas? A ray of hope flickers through the night.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Lights up way up high. It's called When a Child is Born.
Yeah, that's the one. I know. I'm like, I know this one.
All across the land.
Powerful song. I love it.
Dawns a brand new. Whatever it goes on.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's the nice.
I'm just
one.
gonna do a quick other track list, and we'll
maybe let's start from the top, and then just so that people who haven't seen
So
the
I'm
album
going
before.
through the Spotify one, so hopefully it's in order. But so Free From Within, We Will Meet Again, Hand in Hand, Don't Want to Live My Life Without You, The One, I Stand in Silence, I've Been Touched by You, Take Me Away, I Will Love You Forever, and Fly to Heaven.
Now,
Thanks,
I've been
Sense,
touched
right?
by you and those are from other artists.
That's so I'm wondering because I'm like, I don't think I saw that on the list before. So I'm just
Yeah, I think
because the
YouTube is the
YouTube
most.
list had the better
that
one.
I recorded. There were other artist songs that weren't necessarily released. That was presented to me. Okay. And let me say, I've been touched by you. The one. I'm trying to think of the other ones that you had mentioned. I forget which ones, but I Will Love You Forever. Me and Rick Bacchus wrote that one together, and that I put some. We also added some Spanish words to that, a little background. But I wrote that with him, and he produced it. I think it's also my brother producing it too. But he had some different guys singing in the background. Rick used his. He also produced some other guys singing the song, and he used their background tracks on it with my vocals. And I think, what are the other songs that you mentioned? I forget. Which ones did we not talk about? That one I tend to dedicate to my mom and dad. I Will Love You Forever.
That's cute.
Yeah. So on the physical album, actually, I might have a picture. Kara is designing my website, and I'm going to send her the picture of. We're going to change the website picture to the album cover.
Okay.
And we're going to have more information about it, and the inside of the album has like pictures of my family, and Fly to Heaven has a picture of Caroline next to it. I Will Love You Forever has a picture of my mom and dad's wedding picture next to it.
Oh, that's cute.
So it's just, I like scrapbook pictures,
Very nice.
Yeah.
Find it. And, but yeah, maybe we can, maybe down the road, if people do want to buy the album, like I said, I mentioned to you girls earlier off camera that, the shipping is always what kills it. But you pay the same amount for the album that you do for the shipping, right?
I know.
So it's very discouraging.
Yeah.
But if someone really wants it, I could
sometimes
sell
people
it to them and then tell them, well, you're gonna have to pay for the shipping.
Definitely.
Or maybe I could figure out how much it would cost and maybe figure out a
you could
price.
probably
definitely.
like usually within the
all that
US
stuff,
it's one
girls.
price.
I need people to teach me.
There's lots of good websites that you can like get shipping quotes. Yeah, for sure.
I'm still learning. I mean, my goodness, I just did the YouTube, but just last year, and also the Instagram. Those were all I just learned that all during COVID.
Well,
that's smart.
But you're already doing great.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Diane is our Instagram person.
She's our Instagram queen.
What'd you say?
She's our Instagram queen.
She knows how to do it. We're just like, I don't know. I'll put a picture here.
She's the expert.
But FYI, you guys, don't be mad. I mean, with Instagram, I'm still learning that one.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily always know how to respond or see the comments that people are leaving.
Yeah.
So,
or if they tag you in something and then it disappears after 24 hours. So if you're not on it every day, you're like, what did they tag me in? I don't know. Like,
yeah, because I'm not on it every day, to be honest, you guys. But I'm trying. I am trying.
Yeah.
Lately, I don't know if you've noticed, so I've been doing a lot of posting, but they're more towards nutrition.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? Yes.
Yes.
For sure.
So, because I spent so much time last year with the album and with the children's stories that I need to spend more time on nutrition and letting people know about this wonderful company and products that I've been using and that has helped me so much. And Patrick, something that I really am passionate about.
Yeah, exactly.
Really believe in. And I just feel that it's my duty and obligation to share it with everyone because people don't, I wish I knew about it a long time ago. And people don't realize how it's so natural. There's nothing artificial about it whatsoever, and how it can really heal within you naturally. Only because, our bodies are capable of healing. If we give it the right food and nutrition that it needs.
Tools.
That's true.
And so, I discovered it. Patrick discovered it. my friends are discovering it, and family members too. And so I just feel like, oh my God, the world needs to know about it.
Yeah.
You are the
I just-
messenger.
One more thing I got to do.
Yeah, no kidding. On your to-do list.
For sure. So you mentioned, so obviously you did a lot of songwriting for your album. Do you ever write songs for other people as well? Or is it mostly just kind of for your own?
I haven't.
Yeah.
No one's really, I mean, no, I really haven't. Not that I, it's never been asked. I was just always trying to get my own album out, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure, because you want to do
And,
your own.
There's only so much time you can dedicate to writing. A lot of musicians are really good about that. They dedicate 24 hours to it, but I don't.
I think it's surprising how much your brother writes as well for other people, because and then he forgets that
he's actually writing for himself, but other people pick it up.
Oh,
okay.
They're writing for their album.
Right. And then if they're not accepted by the group, you're like, well, it's already here. Does anybody else want
available.
this? Yeah.
Okay, that's
so I thought it was funny because
I think that's what happens a lot with a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they just write music and maybe it's for themselves a lot of times, right? And unless someone really approaches you and says, I want you to write a song for me for my album. And then you have to get to know them. Sometimes you have conversations with them. See, well, where are you right now in your life mentally? What is it you want to share or explain? Are you going through a hard time? What did it do? Oh, that jerk. Well, let's write it.
Right down. I mean, that's how Lizzo got her hit, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And then what was that Dolly Parton song that Whitney Houston did?
I Will Always Love You. That was her resignation letter to her boss.
And then it ended up being like a huge hit for somebody else, right?
Yeah.
So, but no, I was just saying, because is the Dorough Lupus Foundation still around, or is that kind of defunct now?
No, it's not around. Unfortunately, it takes money to run a foundation
and time.
Yes,
it takes both of those.
Yeah,
and we have our own bills that we got to pay for also.
For sure.
So it was we were all like basically trying to do it on the side, helping out, and it took up a lot of time. And there was only so much we could do because Howie was always on tour.
I know.
Yeah.
And so we were using him a lot to raise the funds. And the funds that we did raise was donated to the UCLA Research Center for lupus. And so, I think we raised about $1 million.
Yeah,
a little over $1 million.
Wow.
For them.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, but we did what we could.
Yeah.
And but it just, it takes a lot of time.
And a lot out of you too,
So
right?
that's
A lot of
actually
effort.
the first time I met Howie, because he did 2 events with the Dorough Lupus Foundation in Canada. So the first time was like a dinner boat cruise that I lied to my mother about how much it was because I didn't drive, and it was in Toronto. So I was like, oh, it's so cheap. It's only, okay. So then I obviously paid the difference and stuff. But that was like when I realized he was actually the first boy band member I've ever met in any boy band. And he was just amazing and nice and whatever. And then the next year they did it again in Toronto, and then I ended up winning the lunch. So they did like an auction and we had lunch. So that was hilarious because he's a hilarious guy. But we were just talking about, again, his songwriting, and we're like, oh, we were talking about songwriting or something. And he's, fake boy bands. Because there was a play that was in town about a fake boy band. And he's like, oh, I wrote a song for Together. And I'm like, okay, what song? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, how do you not know what song you wrote? And he's like, it's been a long time. I wrote it for us, but they didn't take it. So I go, was it like you and me together we make 3? He's like, no. I'm like, was it? He's like, so I'm like saying all these like Together songs, and he's like, it was a nice song. It wasn't a bad song. It wasn't one of the dirty songs. It was a nice song.
The feeling. It's so true.
But it was so funny.
A lot and it's true because like sometimes it's been a long time since I've even performed my own music, and I forget the words to it.
Exactly.
Like if sometimes
doing it all
people
the time.
want me to, Pollyanna, we want you to perform your album. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta learn the words all over again.
Pull up those lyrics.
It's like with anything. You don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
True.
It's the same thing.
An online concert would be great though. Like, because that's more accessible for people, right? Like a Zoom concert.
If you ever wanted to do something like that, we actually just went to a virtual concert last week. There's a website, it's called Sessions Live. And lots of artists will go up there, like independent artists, and they just sell tickets, and then you just perform from your house or a venue or something. And that's a cool thing maybe to look forward in the future.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like
That way you don't have to leave your house.
You guys get homework to do. You guys gonna have to type all this out for me.
Okay.
And
Send it your way.
have to be
All right,
perfect
put it on the list.
because
Yeah.
I'm clueless. I am clueless to any of this stuff. So if you guys want it, you're gonna have to
There you go.
Let you know for
There
sure.
you go.
help me out, hook it up or whatever.
All right, we'll hook you up.
All right, sounds good.
So
So
we have some questions because since we're a boy band podcast, do you have a favorite boy band other than the Backstreet Boys?
We assume Backstreet Boys is your favorite.
Yeah, because we're assuming, but yeah. Did you like New Kids on the Block or
No.
Menudo
No.
or anything? That's
No,
not
nothing.
your type of music at all. It's not. You're like I think you've said Celine Dion is one of your favorite artists.
Oh well, that's not a boy band.
No,
group.
she's not a boy
not
band.
like- but you're just not a boy band. That's not your style.
I was never really into
No.
Yeah.
Jackson 5.
There you go.
Mine
That's a boy
counts.
band. Yeah, that's a boy band.
Easiest
that's a boy
1, 2,
band.
3. Yeah, for sure.
I love them. I don't know. I just
Or what kind of
I
music
didn't-
was-
when I went to concerts, let me see. My very first concert. This is a good question for you guys.
Mm.
Very first concert I ever went to was Billy Joel,
Oh, nice.
and that's because someone had tickets for it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, nice.
It's not that
There
I
you go.
asked for it.
Yeah.
Just like, all right, seems like a fun night out.
I did pay for my Celine Dion concert. Yeah, I won
Yes.
that one.
Yes.
And I also
She is amazing in
Cher.
concert.
Cher.
Share,
We
yeah.
saw both of
I
those.
love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Such
her.
personality, and she just
Oh,
doesn't give a crap, and she
She's
just
so
does her own thing.
cool.
I know
Yeah.
she's so
Oh,
cool.
I love
Like, and
her.
she's had a hit every year for like, I mean, every decade for like 6 decades or something. Like,
Yeah.
she's
She
just
hasn't done anything in a while, I don't think.
yes,
though.
yes.
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
that, she had like,
Yeah. I mean, I love the real big singers, but I can't compare. My voice can't compare to those. I think if you were to describe my voice, I think I call it, this is my opinion.
yeah.
When I was younger, everyone would always say, "Oh my God, you sound like Karen Carpenter." You probably have no idea who she is. She's one of the Carpenters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An old band, and I mean, she was before me, but I could see the similarities, especially when I do sing her songs.
Yeah.
I sound a lot like her.
Mm.
And then, but I love the big songs of Celine Dion,
Yeah.
and then I used to love Miami Sound Machine,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
I think
so
Lydia was saying maybe a little
Gloria
bit.
Estefan.
I got like ABBA vibes when I was listening to this album.
I know.
Me
Me
too.
too. ABBA.
Yeah.
I love.
So
I
good.
get that too. I get that. They say that it's kind of like that too.
Mhm.
So those are the ones that I love. Those
Yeah.
are the hits that I love. Okay.
Yeah.
The sounds. Those are the sounds
Yeah.
that I love.
Yeah.
So when you love something, you incorporate it.
Yeah.
You know? But hey, I mean, I do. I mean, you talk about having a country twang. I can sing
Yeah.
country. I can sing in Spanish. I'm classically trained,
Ooh.
so as far as Italian arias,
Oh.
that.
Yeah. You have a very beautiful voice. It's just
Oh,
like
Yeah,
a very
they do.
like
They do.
Thank you.
soothing. It just has like a it's a great
Urethral
sound.
kind of quality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was really hard for me to decide on a style.
Mm.
It's very hard.
Then you kind of get
because-
boxed in, right? Like once you pick something, sometimes you can get stuck.
Yeah, and because I grew up with pop, so
Mhm.
of course I love the pop music, but I had to realize that I'm not a pop singer.
Yeah.
I don't have the voice of a pop singer.
Mm.
My voice would be probably better like doing musicals,
Oh.
like Mary Poppins or something.
Yeah.
Totally.
Like The Sound of Music, I can do easily.
Yes.
Love that.
It's just and it's because those are the things that I loved, and you
Mhm.
tend to you mold around the things that you love, right?
Yeah.
And then although I did love pop music, but I found out that my voice didn't have that pop quality.
Mm.
I don't think. And then when I tried to sing it, they would say, Pollyanna, you shouldn't be doing that music.
Oh. Oopsie. Pollyanna, come back. Yeah, I think your camera turned off.
Trying to call me.
Oh, yeah, you got it. You got it.
That was my sister calling me.
Ah.
That was my, even though I put the do not disturb, it's still disturbing.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't know.
Weird.
We don't
I have
know.
an iPhone 8. Maybe it doesn't.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
I didn't get a newer one, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I did put the do not disturb on there, though, but it's still
disturbing.
I didn't do each one like you said.
Yeah.
Afterwards,
Yeah.
but
Oh well.
That's okay.
But that's why it went through because I blacked out,
Yeah.
but I could
Yeah.
hear you. But that's
Oh,
why
Okay,
I
good.
well, that's good.
quick. I had to touch the thing that said, "Can I play it later?"
Yeah.
Read a quick.
Yeah.
You're back. So anyhow, so what were we talking about, ladies?
Just like types of music and things like that. Did you have like a favorite Backstreet Boys song? Was there one song that you were like, oh, even though I'm not like a huge boy band fan, I love this song?
I love their music. I really do. The last album they put out was really beautiful. I
Yeah.
remember going to the last concert. I was like, man, you guys, I like the DNA one. It had
Yeah.
a lot of it was good.
It was,
Yeah.
it was one of our favorite
It's
tours, I
very
think.
good, very good songs and arrangements and vocals and just really some really good music. But I really like that one. But I like the early days. Those were
Yeah.
good too.
It's good nostalgic
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I felt was very powerful. I really liked it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
So
Is there?
Do
Oh,
you?
sorry. Okay. So is there anyone that you would ever want to like dream, like it would be a dream collab that you could do?
Yes.
Ooh.
living or dead?
He's
it's
a
fine.
Latin. He's I know him. I've met him so many times. My mind is going blank. Okay, so you can help me out.
Okay.
Okay.
He used to be married to and he has a children. Jennifer.
Oh, Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I've
that's
met
good.
him a number of times. I don't know why I went blank on his name lately.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
But I love his voice.
Mhm.
Yeah. He does have a nice
love
voice.
his style. I love the power between his voice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I really love it.
Yeah.
And you know who else I love as a Latin and the music is Ricky Martin.
Oh,
Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin. Yes.
Wow,
For
I
sure.
love his music.
Yeah, me
And,
too.
yeah, and even some of the typical stuff. I wouldn't mind doing just collaborating with some of the older singers. I just, I guess, yeah. So now I'm actually showing my Latin.
There you
part
go.
Inside.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've always wanted to sing with those two. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's cool. I like
That would
it
be
a lot.
cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. What about you guys?
Oh, Enrique Iglesias. Oh my God.
It's not
I
even
just
gonna
want him in
sing.
my
She's just
life.
gonna be like, no.
I have a photo with him. He was
Do
very
you really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll post them all.
Okay, good idea.
It's on my old website, but we'll transfer everything over to the
Onto
new one.
Instagram. Be like, I'm with the hottie. Look
Yeah.
at
Who
me.
would you say was your favorite celebrity that you've met over the years? Like someone who's been really nice, or somebody that you were like really excited to meet.
Lionel
or-
Richie,
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
That's
Nice.
such
Hello.
a beautiful human being.
Yeah.
Aw.
He really is a lovely person. So my brother, how he was, we had a writing session. He had a writing session, and Lionel was so nice. And he, and that's one thing I regret is not getting a picture with him. But he was doing some, writing, collaborating with Howie and stuff, and let me sit in on the writing sessions, like I said. And then afterwards, Howie was going, they have those the award shows, and then they have the after parties. And I think Howie hadn't arrived yet, and I was out there kind of by myself. I hate being by myself.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, God.
Especially when you don't know
Serious
anybody else
person.
there.
And Lionel came up to me. He saw me waiting out there. Pollyanna, hey.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh my God, he's just such a lovely human being, and just loves to advise you with all the history and knowledge that he has from the industry. He's such a giving person. He's a real human. He has such a wonderful heart. He's my favorite. Lionel Richie.
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Do you like? Would you ever consider asking like the Backstreet Boys to cover one of your songs?
Well, I mean, I write them with Howie, so if they got picked up, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know, I mean, I would love
Different
them to,
styles of
but
music.
I'm sure they've heard him, and they're not going to.
You can always write new stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they've got their own style,
Yeah.
and
True.
so my style isn't their style.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And it's not, so I don't, when I say they're not going to, I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that we have different styles. So I'll just pick up their leftovers.
Perfect. Perfect.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Go
Do you
ahead.
have other questions?
Yeah.
Just one last one. So we were just, you know, they've been talking about, you know, the kids on TikTok are talking about boy band wars, and it seems like we're dredging up this like Backstreet Boys versus NSYNC thing
All over
again. So we just wanted to like get your.
On TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok's fun.
We barely understand
Lydia, that's
TikTok.
Lydia's.
I'm a TikTok queen.
We have like 2 TikToks up.
You know, the
Dances?
different, you know, TikToks and all those different media
Yeah.
for everyone, avenues for everyone. You know, you guys got to show me. Keep in touch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyhow, what about the
So we were just
Backstreet
wondering,
Boys
like, what?
versus NSYNC? What about them?
Yeah, what was your perspective on that at the time? Like, how crazy was that they were like pitted against each other and like all of that kind of stuff?
It wasn't fair. It really
Yeah.
wasn't fair. I mean, we met them. I met them when they first got together. Okay.
Because Howie and Chris
there-
were
you
friends.
know, what
right?
wasn't fair is that there was a lot of secrecy
Mhm.
management going on. There was a
Mhm.
lot of secrecy, and
A lot of
you know,
shady
they
things
we're
occurred.
all like under the same umbrella, right? But you know, Lou Pearlman got really greedy as well.
Yeah, he did.
And so they were just, you know, telling the boys one thing and then doing another. So they weren't even being honest with the boys. And the boys were just being, you know, working so hard
Yeah.
out in Europe and not even in the United States yet.
Yes.
And then they was like releasing NSYNC when they were, you know, they were trying to come to the United States, but they were forced to be in Europe and everywhere else.
Yeah.
And what is it even allowed to come home yet? So they, you know, US didn't even know who these kids were, the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
But yet they had just put another band together so they could continue making money.
Yeah.
And do the stuff that the Backstreet Boys were too busy to do.
Yeah.
And then released NSYNC, you know, almost like in the US before the boys could even get there, which was so wrong.
Yeah.
And so there was
Because
just
they
a
obviously
lot of-
used
I
extra
love the
money to
guys
fund
from
them.
NSYNC. We don't have, you know, actually, I think Chris actually went to college with Howie
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, they were basically from Orlando and stuff, and so it's not, you know, it was the management and the secrecy, the lies,
Mhm.
And then what they were feeding the media and stuff too to try to get more people like going
yeah,
making it
and
bigger
how
than
they
that.
weren't being fair and just using the boys
Yeah.
so much, and how the boys were working and really not getting paid for it either.
Yeah.
Killing themselves in the beginning.
like years.
And then what happened to Brian's heart and everything, working so hard and
I
everything.
know.
And the boys were making, I remember when they went on tour, this is the truth. I remember we went on tour, and I was, they were on tour and they each had their own bus. So that this time they've been on tour for a while, right? And the bus driver was telling us how much he was making a week. And the bus driver was making more than Howie.
What?
Oh, jeez.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I confronted my brother about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, look, Howard, these guys are making more. He said, bus driver making more than you. And security.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The
Wow.
boys
Ridiculous
were, they
how
were
much advantage
really
they were
being
taking.
taken advantage of.
Yeah.
So much. It was ridiculous. It was so ridiculous and so
Yeah.
unfair. And so, and then even for them to get out of the contracts cost them so much
Yes.
money.
Yeah.
Millions of
ridiculous.
dollars.
It's ridiculous
Just to
because
get
they're the
some freedom,
voices, they're the
just to
talent.
get what was owed to them.
Yeah.
It
was crazy.
Yeah.
But
But they powered through and they got
through, and they still continue on,
And they're still going
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
you learn and you learn about the business.
Yeah.
That's why it's called show business.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, and it's true. And none of them came from a music background, like a show business background, right? So Lou is just taking advantage of the parents and the people who don't know any of this stuff, right? So, and it's hard to
Yes,
know who you
very
can
much.
trust
You
because
realize
you don't know who they're
Lou-
with.
That's right. Lou, no, not only was he the manager of the Backstreet Boys, he was also the owner. He was also the
Sixth member.
sixth Backstreet Boy.
Mm.
He was also their attorney. He was also,
He had
Was
lots of
just
titles.
it was so wrong.
Yeah.
Mm.
The boys would be on tour, about to go on stage. And, by the way, boys, you need to sign this before you go on stage.
Oh wow.
So they don't
Wow.
have time
They
to,
had no
and
idea
who looks
what
at
they were
all that
signing.
stuff?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Lou. We trust you.
Of course.
Mm.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So messed up.
Yeah.
And then later on, everyone started suing the boys to try to get a little something off their name. Oh,
Mhm.
I did this for Howie. Oh, I did this. No, it was me that discovered him. Oh, no, it was,
Yeah.
Oh my
Mm.
gosh.
Everybody
Yeah.
crawls out of the woodwork and see what
everyone
they
wants
can.
a little piece of the action.
Yeah. That's sad.
It's-
That's
It
sad that we're like
is,
that. eh?
it is. But what is it? Like I said, show
Oh, business.
business.
Yeah.
That's true.
And it's kind of like what you were saying before, like everything happens for a reason. Cause in a way, as completely like evil as it was, it worked. It launched both of those bands and made them like insanely popular so that, well, one of them is still going strong today. The other one is
No shade in sync.
no shade in
Well,
sync.
Guys
But
and NSYNC are still
Yeah.
going strong too.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
And I shouldn't have said show business. I should have said music business.
Mm.
Yeah.
But you know what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But some of the guys are doing well for NSYNC individually.
Yeah.
Yes.
that's
You
true.
got to remember this. Maybe they're not together as a group, but they are. They are still
In
very
contact with each other.
productive individually.
That's true.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
true.
for sure. We follow
Yeah.
all of them.
So
We do.
it still launched their careers
Yeah.
True.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
as individuals as well.
That's
Mm.
true.
Yeah.
It's hard when you can't keep the entire band together. I mean, even the boys learned that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin, but look, Kevin
Yeah.
came back too,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
and the door was always open for Kevin to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank God the boys have a lot of, I would say, Christianity and God and unity, a
Mhm.
Christian
Yes.
base,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christian base amongst them
Mhm.
that keep them strong and
Mhm.
together,
Connected.
as a family still.
Yeah.
The boys have their differences.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody
Yes.
has.
Boys will fight and argue. So
Mhm.
do family members.
I was gonna
Right.
say that's what families do.
Yeah,
And that's
exactly.
what they are. They are family, right? They're like brothers. They've been together for almost
More than half
30
their
years,
lives.
Yeah. Yeah.
27 years, yeah.
right? And so
Mhm.
they are like brothers, right? So they have their differences. And
Yeah.
everyone does in a family, right?
Yeah.
Right,
Mhm.
But they're
exactly.
still together.
Yep.
They're still
That's
together, and they've been able to do their individual projects as well
Exactly.
Yeah.
without breaking up the band.
That's right.
Because sometimes I think Kevin probably felt like in order for him to do what he wanted to do, he felt like he had to leave. And I think he was burnt out at the time
He
too.
was.
Yeah.
Burnt out.
Mhm, yeah.
You can't blame him really
And,
for that.
Yeah,
But
and
it
that's
just
okay,
gave him
but
such
he's
better
back.
perspective
Yeah.
when he came
He
back.
came
Like
back
he's
and he
so
realized,
appreciative.
you don't walk away from something like this.
Yeah.
The guys continued.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
maybe it wasn't as successful without Kevin because we always, you wanted, everyone likes to see the five of them together.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's complete when it's 5.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like having the whole family together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it
At the
is.
dinner table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When my sister died, you know, you're still missing that one person, you know,
Yeah.
at your family reunions.
Mhm.
And now
Yeah.
my dad also. So we're still
Yeah.
missing.
It always feels a little bit incomplete. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Sounds like a
Mhm.
song.
Yeah. All complete. Oh yeah. My turn.
I just have one more question from when you were on tour in South America. So a lot of people want to go on tour and like, oh, how amazing would that be? But is it mostly just like you're shuffled on that bus and flying in between and don't
It was
actually
work.
get to enjoy
Yeah.
any of the,
I'll tell
did you
you
have
what,
any
it was work.
downtime? Yeah.
It was work. I tell you what, when you're on tour, first of all, you have to stay very focused. And for me, I lose my voice very quickly if
Right.
I'm partying and shouting and all that stuff, right? So you have to be disciplined, okay? And so you have to get rested. I mean, you have to be disciplined when you're on tour because it's work. It's
Yeah.
you know, and you want to do a good job. You want to have a good show, right?
And you don't want to lose your voice right before, like, you know.
Or like be
But
hungover.
thank God there's my guys, you
Yeah.
know. So if you do lose your voice, you've
The
got
other
other
ones can
people to
pick up.
cover for you, right?
Yeah.
But if you're a solo act, it's harder even, right?
Yeah.
So, but still, you know, I'd say, you know, the guys have made the best of it. I know how he did when he was on tour, and he would always go to church every Sunday. He always made a point to go to church every Sunday when he was on tour, and he still does. And then what else? He would try to have some leisure time. I remember when I was touring with Howie, us going, and he would always look for a place for us to just kind of on the route to wherever we were going to stop off. And I remember I think we were in Canada one time.
Ooh.
And we went to an amusement park, and I think we were the only ones that showed up. And
Oh, wow.
we couldn't believe it. We thought it was closed.
Oh.
We thought it was closed, and we were having a ball.
Yeah.
And it was open.
Yeah.
How much? That's fun.
No, maybe they opened it just for you guys.
It was hilarious. We had a good time though, and it was a small amusement park though.
Yeah.
And we would try to do something
Something
fun
fun
on
and
the
like-
side, yeah, to kind of
That's right.
break up the monotony, right?
Yeah.
Because after a while, when you're just on the bus or on the planes and stuff, you don't even remember where you are half the time, probably. You're
I
just
know
like,
you're sleeping.
Yeah.
You're trying to sleep anyhow,
yeah.
you know, and bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
But you're trying to sleep, you know, and trying to rest, or trying to be productive, you know. Either one, writing or whatever it is, you know, trying to keep in contact with everyone, but not getting the Wi-Fi or whatever. You know, it is what it is. I mean, it's work. When
Yeah.
you're
It
on
is.
tour, it's work. It's work, no matter what.
Yeah.
And then Howie, he's so sweet. You know, whenever he's on tour, he's always having to entertain people.
Yeah.
Family members. That's when everyone wants to come and visit, is when he's on tour.
Yeah.
So, poor guy. He's like, you know, okay, got a show. Okay, now my cousins are here from out of town. Okay, now we got to go out. Now we got I got a show the next day. You know, I don't know how he does it.
Just go.
I don't know how he does it.
Yeah.
He's you know, he's so humble.
Yep.
Cares about everyone so much. He always feels like he has to entertain everyone. And you know, he's a good brother. He's a good
Yeah.
brother. You know, I have really good brothers. You know, Howie's not my only brother. I have a
Yeah.
brother,
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
Him and I are like a year apart. And then there's Angie. She's our oldest sister. And then, of course, you know that Caroline had passed away. So there was 5 of us all together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you
So-
find that very hard at the beginning when he was in Europe and stuff because technology wasn't there? You couldn't video chat, like the time difference. Was it hard from having him there all the time to suddenly he's gone and you can't contact him as well? Because I don't know if they had
He
cell
would always
phones.
call.
He would call.
And,
Yeah.
he was always calling. And I think at that time, I was busy living in New York doing the
Okay.
off Broadway thing and pursuing my own career and life. And I think at that point we were all kind of busy in our own lives as
Okay.
well. And you know, when you're busy, you kind of lose track of time as well.
Yeah.
It's true.
So that's good. So that wasn't as
Right.
hard.
In the beginning, I think we were all kind of busy. I think I was living in New York and in Boston at the time. And
Oh wow.
I think I might have been married at the time. So I was pretty busy trying to make things work.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't. That's why I'm still with Patrick. And we've been together for like 13, 14 years almost.
Oh, wow. That's
14
awesome.
years.
Nice.
Yeah. And faithful.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
And
so good.
so, you know, but longest relationship I've ever been in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so anyhow, you know, things happen, life happens, and you get on with it, and sometimes you lose track of people. But even with my own friends that I've known since, one of my best friends, I've known her since I was 7 years old.
Oh wow.
And yes, sometimes, you know, you lose contact. I call her up, and, you know, because I have her phone number, and maybe she's not doing as well health-wise as me. We catch up. It's like we never, you know, we never lost contact.
True.
So true. That's how you can tell
And, you
true
know,
friendship.
that's what friendship is all about, right?
Yeah.
You never lose. You just pick up where you left off.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's how it is in our family. We always just pick up where we left off.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah, I agree. That's not a good friendship that way. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Would you ever want to I know you're mostly solo, but would you ever like want to make a band with someone else, or do you prefer the solo artist?
I love music. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
I think before, in the past, when I was younger, I think I wanted the solo thing, but no, I'm open. I'm really open about it, and even at church, to be honest, you know, I think when you get older, you become more humble, and you think about the group, you think about the end product. So even at church, to be honest, like maybe everyone's doing all the soprano parts, so I'll just do the alto. I'll fill in the harmonies to make it a complete package.
So like,
You know, I don't, you know, I
Like
mean,
egos are out the door.
solos, I do
kinda
the
thing.
solos, whatever. But I fill in the blanks. I'll do all the high parts or the low parts. I'll even help the guys because I have a very large range. I can sing really low and I can sing really high.
That's amazing.
So if the guys need help, I help them, or the altos or whatever parts. I tend to fill in the blank a lot now because I want I look at the whole package.
Yeah.
I want the sound. I'm more concerned about the sound.
Yeah.
Not about, you know, being a superstar or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know, so I think in the past when I was a lot younger, I was, you know, I didn't know how to be in a group. I'd never been in a group before. So basically I was just doing it all by myself. I didn't have anyone else want to be in a group before. It's never been presented to me. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
Had it been, sure, why not? Music is music. I love music. I love any kind of music, to be honest. I love it all. And, you know, so that's why I leave it open to God as far as what does God bring to me. We'll find out. You know? And but meanwhile, you don't stop. That's why I'm by myself, because sometimes, you know, the opportunity has not presented itself. People don't know how to contact you or whatever, or realize that maybe you're open to it. They don't realize it. And I'm open to anything as far as music is concerned. So
just before
just
we
put
go,
that out there, everyone.
Okay. Yes. Put it out to the universe.
before we go, do you want to remind everyone where they can contact you and where they can find you and all your content?
All your social media handles, everything. Tell us everything, so that way everyone knows how to get a hold of you.
Well, absolutely through Facebook, through Messenger, or actually, I hope in everyone, please, if you can, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't get nearly as many messages on YouTube, so I'll be able to answer you more often on YouTube for one thing. They can also contact you guys as well. You guys can contact me. I do give voice lessons also in case I am doing them virtually. And so through your contact or message, whatever, we can all communicate with one another. I do have they can always visit my website from PollyannaDorough.juiceplus.com if they're interested in any of those items. We've got the music, we've got the children's stories. That's on YouTube. The children's stories are all on YouTube. My songs are on YouTube. The album, as you had mentioned, all the different, they can get the albums on
Pretty much everywhere.
Amazon, Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, so and so on.
Yeah.
Right? Those are
Perfect.
the main ones anyhow.
And that people need to send in their pictures of hands and hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Send
Yes.
some pictures in so I can make a video.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please, I haven't got anyone submitting pictures of everyone coming together hand in hand, it's all about bringing the world together.
Yes.
Okay. And that's what it's all about. Bringing the world together. No more fighting. No more viruses, whether they're man-made or what, you know. Who knows what the behind story really is, right? But all it is that we got to get this world together. We only have one world that we're going to live in, and we're all human beings. So what? We look different, we sound different, whatever. But we're all still human beings, and we need to treat each other like human beings.
That's right.
Yeah. And we can come together through music.
Animals or whatever,
Yeah.
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 Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So what else, girls, ladies? Have you thought of something that I missed?
I don't think so.
I think that was pretty much. So the new website isn't up yet, but it will
The
be
new website's coming,
PollyannaDorough.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll both be linked together. The
Yes.
new website will be PollyannaDorough.com, and it will be linked with the Pollyanna.net, which is still up there, but it's old. And
Yeah.
it's gonna, it does have content, but
Hasn't been updated.
it has not. Yeah, we're gonna be. And by the way, new way of contacting me will be through my new website. I will have a blog.
Wonderful. Very
Okay.
nice.
Well, we look very forward to reading that.
Thank you.
And
of
as
course,
soon
you
as
can
it's up,
also
we'll
contact me.
definitely put it on all our socials so that
Yes.
everyone can find it.
And of course, Facebook, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being on with us today. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And hey, maybe we'll see you again soon.
Yes,
on Boy
I
Band
hope
Break.
so, ladies.
Okay.
Keep in touch. You've got homework for me, right?
Yes, we
do.
do.
have a list. We have a list.
Now that you've joined my family, you're stuck with me.
Yay.
Sounds good.
All right.
You guys have a
Awesome.
wonderful day. God bless you
Thanks.
all. Stay
Thank
safe.
you.
You
Stay
too.
safe away from this terrible virus, okay?
Yes.
Yes.
You too. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Thanks for taking a break with us, guys.
Until next time.
Thanks for listening.
All right, everyone, let's wave bye.
Bye.
Bye.